Hello. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Thanks to Peds for streaming the overnight Pokemon. Looked very interesting from what I was watching. I'm not as many people will know, I'm not a massive Pokemon head. So yeah, I'm not hugely familiar with that game, but it did look fun. I was going to joke that it looked better than what most of the Switch Pokemon games look like, despite being 20 years old. But then it's not really a joke because I think that's just true. Um, but the Pokemon games get enough of a kicking for their visuals, so I'll leave them alone. Nobody likes to punch down. Right. So yes, Peds, you were right. We are streaming some classic Doom this morning, and yeah, hey, Eleanor, thanks for joining. And yeah, the reason we're doing this, as Peds mentioned at the end of his stream, is all to do with GRcade comes together. So we are once again raising money for charity for Special Effect and Child's Play. And yeah, we're doing amazingly well so far again. So thank you to everyone's generosity. And yeah, thanks for coming along to watch. We will be playing, I mentioned this yesterday, kind of one of the like the new episode that was added. So when the most recent release of this, so yeah, August 2024, when they ported Doom to the Kex engine, they added this new episode. Well, it's two episodes, really, called Legacy of Rust, and that is what we will be playing through today. Well, we'll see how we get on. I have done this before. It's being a new episode. It's slightly more challenging than kind of what they were putting out in like 1993, 1994 with Doom 1 and Doom 2. It's probably not as hard as quite a lot of other stuff that's been made, but like as far as official content goes, it's pretty challenging. So yeah, we shall play some Legacy of Rust. It's quite a interesting looking demon, isn't it? There's a few new enemies in this, which mixes things up, and there's also, I think, there's at least one new weapon as well, maybe two new weapons. I can't remember. But yeah, well, we'll see as we go through. So yeah, there's two episodes: the Vulcan Abyss and Counterfeit Eden. They do some quite cool things with this, where they like reuse stuff that was cut from Doom originally. So there's like a couple of enemies that they sort of like put back into the game or like repurposed. We will go on ultra violence because that is the way it's meant to be played. We shall see if we regret that choice. Hey Hypes, good to have you with us. You can't beat a bit of classic Doom. There's some really good music in this as well, which I will obviously be talking all over the top of, but it is excellent. Yeah, no worries, Peds. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate you are probably wanting to go and get some sleep. Quite sure what that switch does. Yeah, like I say, I've played through this once, but I have definitely not like found all the secrets and things in this. Whereas, like with the original Doom, I'm pretty familiar with most of the secrets and things like that. This is definitely not the case here. So yeah, that switch feels like it should have done something like out there, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll come back to it. Seem to recall from when I played this before that they are slightly stingy with the ammo, so I might be regretting overusing my shotgun here. Oh, come on. That was like right in his face. Just shot as the door closed. So yeah, I will slightly conserve my ammo until I get a feel for how stingy they are. Use red key to go through there. Completely missed that guy. Good skills. Tendency in Doom is to just like go around pressing the space bar on any wall that looks in any way suspicious. You'd always be wary whenever you pick anything up from like a suspicious pedestal like that in Doom. Chances of a monster closet opening or something teleporting in are very high. Oh, it's stuck on the wall. But yeah, hopefully everyone is doing well this morning. So I enjoyed what I saw of Pokemon's Ped stream. Ped's Pokemon stream last night. Looks like quite an interesting game, that. I'd always assumed that anything to do with Pokemon that wasn't on a handheld was like basically just like the only things I was really aware of were like Pokemon Snap, which was taking pictures, and like Pokemon Colosseum, which I always thought was just like all you could do in it was battles, really. So yeah, colour me surprised that there are Pokemon games that are a bit more involved than that. Oh yeah, hey you Pikachu. Everyone loves talking to Pikachu, yeah. That's what we've all been crying out for a long time. Yeah, Pokemon Snap is quite cool. This is quite funky, like visuals for Doom. Like some kind of weird flesh and bone portal. Yeah, nice little no humans sign. Wonder what that could be warning us of. But yeah, these guys are like what the Lost Souls were originally going to look like in Doom before they got like redone. Their attack is slightly different to what it was going to be originally, but I think they were supposed to like do a psychic attack against the player, which meant that they were like a hit scan enemy, so you couldn't dodge their shots. But yeah, this is a really cool like effect, like creating a little portal. And yeah, every now and then they'll do these like, so in Doom you can't really have like rooms above rooms, but they kind of like fake these bridges every now and then, which is quite cool. But yeah, we've obviously transported from this tech base through to whatever hellscape this is. But yeah, this is quite cool, like a little tram thing that you can climb on to end the level. %% kills, 0% secrets. Par time of 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't think we're getting that. Yeah, I do quite like, they made these like new intermission screens on here to sort of show your progress through the through the levels. So yeah, that opening level is not too difficult, but my recollection is things start to get very hard from this level. There's these like black holes in the wall, and I think loads of those. So like these guys in isolation are quite easy to deal with, but when you start to get lots of these things and imps all trying to attack you at the same time, it gets annoying, and they start to do quite a lot of that. So yeah, when they put like shotgunners in little holes, and so they take pot shots at you and you're kind of not entirely sure where they are, can get annoying. And obviously, yeah, putting a shotgunner up there means I've killed him, but I can't pick up the shells that he's dropped, which is what, yeah, like I say, why I think you do have to be fairly conservative with ammo in this. But yeah, I might regret taking out all of these little Lost Soul guys with my shotgun. Yeah, I do really enjoy the soundtrack that they've added to this. It's excellent. Oh, great. Yeah, they don't hang about. Like, second level and they're already, like, throwing revenants at you. Oh, thought I dodged it. So they have... intermittently, they will fire heat-seeking rockets, the revenants. The bony boys. So, like, that's a heat-seeking one. Which... oh, don't want to get trapped between him and the pinky. Yeah, the heat-seeking ones can be quite useful because you can, like, guide them into other enemies. But, yeah, they are also slightly annoying. So yeah, dogs are kicking off. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't know what their beef was there. Usually, yeah, this time of day is when maybe the postman arrives, and it wasn't the postman. They were just woofing for fun. Which, you know, if I was a dog, that's probably what I'd do. Yeah, Eleanor. So there's a few new enemies. So the little floating guys floating around are like the prototype Lost Souls. Oh crap. I wasn't paying attention, and now I've been ambushed by spectres. Yeah, so they were added into this, and there's a couple of other new enemies as well. I should use my chainsaw on this guy. Oh, you're talking about the dog. I mean, my dog would be one of the most frightening enemies in the game. Just gonna see if I've missed any like pickups and things, because I do want to try and stay relatively well stocked up on like ammo. I will do a few cheeky game saves every now and then, just because nobody wants to watch me dying over and over again. We saw enough of that with Prey last night. Lovely texture on the wall there. I'm sure there's something else around here. Oh yeah, this is like, as soon as you go near this rocket launcher, a whole load of stuff appears. So you get, yeah, cacodemons, loads of revenants. Like I say, like, they ease you in fairly gently with the first level, and then they kind of just go full on mad in this one. So what we're going to try and do is get as much infighting as going as we can. See if these guys can take each other out, and then we'll kind of just mop up the stragglers, which I was wondering what I was stuck on there. This is one of the slightly annoying things about Doom, classic Doom, is that enemies like the cacodemons, even though they fly, they are like infinitely tall, so you can't run underneath them, so you can kind of get like stuck on something. You're not quite sure what it is you're stuck on. It's because there's like cacodemon high up above that you can't see. So if we just keep running around for a while, either like the cacodemon shots or the revenant rockets will hit each other and they'll do a bunch of infighting, and that will. So we've already seen most of the pinkies are now dead, and we've not had to, you know, shoot anything. Other cacodemon goes down. So yeah, the trouble with this is that infighting only works amongst different types of enemies. So now the cacodemons aren't really at an angle where they're going to hit the revenants, so we kind of are going to have to start intervening ourselves here. Oh crap, I'm stuck. Fairly certain there's like more enemies that I've not activated yet as well, let's say. Yeah, no worries. Catch you in a bit. Looking forward to your chess stream. But yeah, I think if I like go around here a bit more, there's more enemies around this corner. Or maybe there isn't. Maybe they come out later. I definitely think this whole area gets used again as like a second wave of. Yeah, you can shoot. So you can shoot anything if it's kind of in line with you, but it's like higher or lower than you. It will hit that enemy. So yeah, you don't have to worry about like aiming up and down, which is useful. Although it can catch you out sometimes with things like rockets, where it'll try and target the wrong thing, or it'll, something else will be in front of you that you haven't realised, and so it will like fire the rocket down, and it will hit like the floor when you're not expecting it to, and then obviously because it hits the floor near you, there's splash damage and you get hurt. This is where you've gone wrong. But yeah, basically, get things in front of you. If things are in front of you, you can hit them. Like those poor imps there who didn't stand a chance. So this is a very dark room now. When you go through here, I think, yeah, there's like imps on like pedestals that you can't really see. And I think as you get to each round bit, I think it like, yeah, it releases more imps. Oh yeah, of course, you can't go backwards. Brilliant. Oh, I dodged that. I am going to try and just Run this quickly. Try and dance between these bits. Wonder if there's anything secret in these little holes. It doesn't feel like it. Again, always wary when you like enter into a space and things start moving. Kind of like a puzzle element to this room where you have to like use some of these switches to like raise and lower certain areas so that you can get around. Yeah, so I think you have to like lower that section so that you can run across here. Oh, chain gunners. Chain gunners are an absolute menace in this game. They can shred you very quickly. Oh, stop moving into fireballs. Human enemies are the like one enemy type that will infight with each other, which is either like, you know, a coding oversight or a nice bit of commentary on how humans will always attack each other. I rinsed through quite a lot of ammo for my chain gun there, which again I may end up regretting. I think what we have to do is come across here. Oh, what hit me then? Oh, that was devastating. Right, let's quickly pick up that health. Some of these enemies are like very punishing until you get things like the super shotgun, which kind of levels the playing field a bit. Right, so I think we have to do something over here before we raise the platform again. This is where another new enemy comes in here, which is these slightly hideous screaming things. Which basically what you're not supposed to do is what I did there, which is let them get close to you. They're just like floating, exploding things. Did I save at some point? Yeah, I saved here, so not too far back. Oh, I fell. Is there a way out of here? Right. I was wondering if you run fast enough. It feels like you should be... Let's reload that because we are just losing on health. It feels like if you run, you should be able to jump over that bit, but I feel like maybe it's just too far. No, there we go, we made it. Ah! I don't want to deal with the enemies in there, but I'll leave them alone for now. Sorry, just checking something. Forgot about the guy who comes from behind there. I want to get into a better position for dealing with these guys. I was quite taken back by like just how effective the heat seeking is on those rockets they fire. Right, let's pick up some health whilst we are moderately safe. Right. Saved my chain gun ammo this time. Chain gun's quite good at dealing with these guys. Right. They really are good heat-seeking missiles. Sure, there's a secret behind one of these things. Anything that helps you get rid of chain gunners is a win, because they are really annoying. I think we have to go through here. Yeah, we raise that one, then we go back and raise the other one. Not sure if I want the partial invisibility right now. So now we've raised both of those bits of pipe, you should be able to like run along the top of it. We'll just pick up that. Oh, I just realised I've trapped myself now. At least I think I have. I think I now need to like cycle these again so I can be in the right place. Down. No worries, False. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Classic Doom is always worth a watch, but no worries, man. Right, so now I raise that one. Go through here. Raise the other one. Then we can run along the top of here. Do a cheeky little save there. Oh, brilliant. Now I'm back on the wrong side of this again. I feel like there should be another way to get back around that doesn't involve me cycling those switches again. But if there is, I don't know what it is, so we will just cycle the switches. There's something behind me. Oh, it's an imp firing at me. Bloody imp. Down. Over here, put the other one back up again. I mean, like, switch puzzles aren't necessarily the most doomy thing ever. I don't think this expansion does much of this anywhere else. Oh, I just fell down into the acid. Oh, the nukage. That was a mistake. Right, let's try and do this bit without falling off. Man, still can't get up to it. Don't want to drop back down over there again because that's back on the wrong side of this switch puzzle. Ah! I was distracted by another door opening when I opened that door. Strange coincidence. Not sure what that switch does. No, that's lowered something over there. Go and check that out in a minute. Yeah, this one like lowers the water. Well, not water. Blood water. So you can get over there now. So I can't remember what you have to do to get to where that computer map is over there. Yeah. Like I say, we won't try and get all the secrets because we'll be here all day. Nice room with hanging torsos and meat. Delightful stuff. Secret area, red key. I don't feel like I've seen a red door yet. But maybe... Maybe I've not been paying enough attention. This is just back to the starting area. Definitely did not find all the secrets there. There was a lot more to do, I think. 25% secrets. And only 79% kills this time. So yeah, like I say, after level 1, things really do start to heat up in this. Heck, he didn't want to get shot, did he? Slightly trying to conserve my shotgun ammo again, but checking I'm not missing anything up here before I drop down this hole. One shotgun guy shot his mate for us, that was helpful. Oh, brilliant. Now the walls start moving, you need to worry. It's probably going to bring up some, yeah, more monsters, lovely. Come on, start shooting each other. You can get too reliant on infighting. Oh, I was trying to get it to hit the pinky. Oh. He got caught out by the Revenant behind me there. Where did he come from? Oh, from this little alcove. Shot that poor guy in the back. He didn't see it coming. Okay. Always aware as well when there's a room like this where it's like a drop down into the room, because you can't, and yeah, if I drop in there I'm not going to be able to get back up again, so it's clearly going to be some kind of like ambush in here. Kill those guys up there first, but yeah, this is classic. When I press this switch, bad things are going to happen. Super shotgun. Hey Cora, how you doing? Yes, we are playing some classic Doom. This is the Legacy of Rust expansion that was added to Doom in 2024. Ooh, that was painful. Oh, dodged right into his projectile. Right. I feel like we've dealt with all of those guys now. We didn't do terribly there, but I mean, we're still alive. The bad things switch, yeah. Doom is full of bad thing switches. I love this as well. It's a really like cheeky tactic sometimes where they'll like you open a door and there's loads of things in front of you, and then they walk as they walk forward, they like teleport behind you. Oops! Ooh, nearly dodged into his projectiles again. Oh yeah, Thatcher's tech base is a classic. Sadly, he keeps getting removed from the like official mod loader. But yeah, more of that, please. But yeah, this expansion's very good. Yeah, no idea. I don't know why they would keep removing it. When you think some of the stuff that Bethesda games keep in their like mod managers and creation loaders and stuff like that, it's like, well, is this any worse than some of the other stuff that you allow through the door? Right. So yeah, we are now in another room with a bad thing switch. Yeah, this guy, he is somebody you don't want to leave alive. So the Archvile will, so that guy there, he will start resurrecting the enemies. So all the hard work you've put into killing things, he will start bringing them back to life. So you kind of, a lot of Doom is about like prioritization. So when you like enter a room, it's seeing what is there and thinking, right, what do I need to deal with first? Kind of like which enemies can do the most damage to me quickly, which ones are the most difficult to deal with, which are going to cause more problems if I leave them alive for longer. And yet, Archviles are definitely ones you want to get rid of quickly. Hey Jasm, and hey Cumberdanes. Yeah, I've definitely seen that Fallout 1 Doom creation. I feel like it is fairly complete, or at least that was the impression I got from what I was reading about it. Yeah, PS1 Doom could not cope with the Archvile. But yeah, I think it is a positive from a like PS1 perspective in terms of like that game is quite good and they do a decent job of mapping the controls onto a PS1 pad, but I think it's unfair on someone controlling Doom Guy with that pad to have to deal with an Archvile. Right, I can hear lots of imp sounds, so just cheese this guy. These pain elementals are something you need to deal with fairly quickly as well, because they will just keep spawning lost souls otherwise, and you very quickly get overrun. Yeah, the frame rates, because in Doom 1, obviously they use the like Jaguar port level set, which has got simplified levels, but there was never a Jaguar port for Doom 2, so although I think the Doom 2 maps are simplified in PS1, still, yeah, they're closer to the PC originals, and they were already bigger maps than the Doom 1 maps in the first place. So yeah, it gets a bit taxing for the old PS1. And I still feel sorry for the Saturn port, which sounds like it could have been much better if John Carmack had let them do their own thing with the engine rather than making them stick to like the software renderer version that they had to use, which made it really slow. I feel like the Saturn gets shortchanged a lot, sadly. Oh crap, there's a Revenant. Not a Revenant, it's an Archvile. Get rid of the Archvile. Fortunately, oh, there's two of them. sometimes they get too focused on resurrecting things, which distracts them, and you can use that opportunity to take them out. Yeah, I've heard good things about the like Duke Nukem 3D is like an interesting one where like the Saturn version is better than the PS1 version, which is like a rare case. Bureaucracy is infamously demonic. This is very true. Yeah, I was watching a YouTube video about PS1 Duke 3D this morning, and yeah, it sounds like it's a decent enough port, but struggles at times, and the controls are not great. That's the thing. Like Doom is already stretching kind of what you can do on a like controller of that era, and like Duke 3D has quite a lot more mechanics than you have to worry about in Doom. You kind of, you know, you've got like swimming up and down, looking up and down. You've got like an inventory system in Duke 3D, even if it is a basic inventory system. That's already like more complex than what you've got going on in Doom. And trying to map all of that onto a pad with, although the PS1 pad was fairly generous back in the day for the number of buttons, but yeah, it's still going to struggle next to a keyboard. Yeah. I mean, that's like, it's funny now how like loads of indie games and stuff are like deliberately trying to ape the like texture warping and like those kind of like visual artifacts of that era of games. Whereas back then, yeah, everyone was like embarrassed by it almost. If I can chainsaw these guys to save a bit of ammo. Yeah, like certainly some of the like later like maps and episodes in Duke, I would not want to be doing with a pad. Nice textures they've added. Like they do a good job of like adding, like this is all like new textures, but it still feels very like on brand for Doom. It fits. Sometimes you see things where like they've added like textures and stuff to Doom and it just doesn't quite fit the Doom vibes. But yeah, this is a good example of how to do it right. Okay, it's bringing a switch up, which gets me back in here. Can be annoying, these new little flying guys. I can't remember what they're called. I just keep calling them the beta Lost Souls. That's what they'll always be in my head. I feel like I had left some health lying around somewhere, but oh well. We'll plough on in the hope that we will find some more health. So yeah, again, this is like worrying territory for Doom. It's like coming across a chasm to like a relatively open area. There's a key up above. This has got like ambush arena written all over it. Yeah. Oh, see, I made the mistake there. So that like wailing in the background is that new enemy, which if you get, it's basically like a flying projectile, like flying explosive. If it gets close to you, it will explode and do significant damage. so we really need to stay away from them or deal with them quickly. I'm surprised like they don't lock you into this area. This feels like the kind of space they'd like to do that kind of thing. Like, I was expecting to walk across this like thin gap here and it like collapse down so the player's trapped here. Yeah, you do start to get a feel for when and where traps are going to appear. Although you can still get surprised occasionally. But yeah, these things, like, they look a bit stupid, but they are quite deadly. We'll do a cheeky little save there. Oh, I did keep making the mistake of picking up health when I don't need it. I was on 95 health and I picked that up. So basically just threw away 20 health. I'm going to run out of ammo. Brilliant. Oh, crap. Didn't deal with the chain gunner quickly enough. I do like it when lost souls start headbutting each other. Come on, mate. So yeah, the one lost soul was focused on attacking his mate, and the other one was still hell-bent on killing me. Right, but yeah, so this is another thing now, like, something might not happen, but I suspect, yeah, when I cross over here, I've already heard something has opened, and when I get that key, I suspect, yeah, more things appear. Oh, and I can hear our friend the Archvile again. Oh yeah, there he is. But yeah, you always want to deal with those Archviles fairly quickly. It's another one. It's always quite a good tactic in map design, is like have like a big arena fight. You feel like you've dealt with it all, and then later send the player back through there, but having released an Archvile into that area so that all of the enemies start coming back again. Wondering if there's anything else. Like, there was another way, yeah, through here that we didn't explore. Okay, that's just an alternative path up here, I think. Put the Zerk back, although not intending to do much punching. Oof, right in the face. Slow moving lifts are the things that are worrying. Oh, that was bad. Yeah. When your screen goes that red, you know you've just taken a hell of a lot of damage. Yeah, Doom RPG is one of those like strange creations. It's like this shouldn't work, but it's actually very compelling. All right, there he is, Archie. Come on, little Archvile. Yeah, that was just going to keep looping me forever then. Yeah, I never played a huge amount of Doom RPG, but it did always look cool. Yeah, I think they are taken from Wolfenstein 3D, those dogs. But yeah, surprisingly, I mean, it obviously did well enough that they created a sequel for it as well. Oh gosh, yeah, right. So, oh, I was looking the wrong way. Oh, that went a lot better. Not a fan of enemy dogs. I mean, I don't like having to deal with dogs because I like dogs. I can separate that reality from the game. Oh crap, there's more of those floating, exploding dudes. Zombie dogs in Resi. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice example of why you want to deal with the pain elemental quickly, because he's quite quickly, crap, flooded this room with lost souls. No ability to separate reality from fantasy. I do get it. I also get how, you know, it's not too big a problem for me, but I know, oh, that was punishing. I think that was a homing missile that looped back on me. Yeah, people who don't like giant spiders in games, like, I know a lot of people were just like completely noped out of like Skyrim because they've got the giant spiders and things in it. Right, can we? Oh, that that rocket which missed the pain elemental, but very helpfully dealt with all of the lost souls that suddenly popped up behind him. I'm going to claim that was a deliberate move. Dogs or odd job, which is worse? Sounds like a... Oh crap, right in the face. And that has pushed me... Okay, so this has pushed me right back to the start of the map. I was going to say, I really hope there's a way back and I don't have to run through the entire map to get back to that area. But yeah, dogs or odd job, which is worse? Sounds like Alan Partridge radio phone in question. A dog job. Yeah, nobody wants that. I mean, I'd love, suddenly went northern. I'd love a job that involves working with dogs, because dogs are amazing. So yeah, once again, we are put in wary mode because this is another... The only place I can really go is into this room and drop down into there, and when you drop down into a space, there's no coming back. Because Doom Guy cannot climb up things. So yeah, that is prime ambush territory again down there. Yeah, no upper body strength. His strength is entirely based on weapons. Why can't Doom Guy climb? Exactly, he can't take his hands off the gun. Only you could talk to the monsters and climb up the walls. More of those screaming things somewhere. Oh, I've run out of rockets. I think I got a bit too... Oh, there's a pain elemental as well. A bit too reliant on my rockets. Wasting them when I probably shouldn't have been. Right. Please stop screaming at me and blow up. Oh, they blew up in my face. Hey, Cheeky, how you doing? Only you could talk to the melted faces in the wall. Yeah. Yeah, we are having fun in Legacy of Rust at the moment. Thanks for joining us. Maybe the walls were the enemies we shot along the way. I mean, Doom Guy, especially when I'm controlling him, he does miss and shoot a lot of walls. How did that not kill him? You really do with some health. Doom Guy misses 100% of the shots he doesn't take. That is a very profound statement. Annoyingly, yeah, I've used up all of my bullets, which would have been useful in this scenario because bullets are kind of like the best thing for taking long shots at things. Oh, there's a slime trail there on the floor, that like line of green. Terrible mapping. You wouldn't see that in any of my maps. Yeah. Again. Oh, crap. Run away. They're gonna blow up. Okay. Let's think about that a little bit more methodically, shall we? Now we know what we're dealing with. It'll be a piece of cake, I'm sure. But yeah, that was another classic trap scenario. Anywhere where it's like empty room with a like suspicious pedestal in the middle with something on it, or a room where you have to drop into a space, or a switch in a very quiet room. These are all scenarios where you think, yeah, it's about to hit the fan. Right, we'll do a cheeky little save there. So we've dealt with that first wave. Right, now let's keep our bullets. And we'll pick these guys off with the shotgun. Right, can we... Alright. Ah, missed me. Oh. Go away, floating head. Oh, brilliant. He blew up two of those guys. That's nice. Right, Doom Guy, can you please just hit one of these zombie men? Right. You're not doing it for me, Doom Guy, right now. So, let's go. We haven't got any rockets, so our best option, I think, is the super shotgun. And just try and do as much damage as quickly as we can. Right. Oh yeah. Should try and... Again, it's all about prioritization. Deal with the chain gunners as quickly as possible. And we should probably... Oh. Ow. I say we should probably get rid of that pain elemental before he spawns too many lost souls everywhere. Just checking if there was anything sneaking up behind me. Right. Let's be really save scummy and we'll just do another extra little save there. Oh crap. Do you know what, let's reload that. How is he not dead? Hearing the lovely sounds of monster infighting going on at the moment, which is quite nice. But quite a few of them are still attacking me, which is not nice. Please. I'd mistakenly thought this floor was like damaging, so I've been staying off it, but actually it's not, so that's quite good to know. I regret using the super shotgun so much because I probably didn't need to waste quite so many shotgun shells. How is he not dead from a... Okay, that is madness. He took a super shotgun right to the face and another shotgun shot, and he got hit in the back by an imp. It's like an ultra pinky. Kind of want to keep those barrels there in case they're useful. Not as useful as, as I hoped. Trying to get a clear shot on the chain gunner. I got any rockets? No, I've not got any rockets. I'm going to deal with this knob up here. See if we can get the shotgunner to kill him for us. Keep shooting him, come on. Come on, shotgun guy, you're doing a poor job here. There we go, he's turned his attention now. They have to take a certain amount of damage before they will change their target. Oh crap, I just fell down. Yes, this is the right way. Again, a room that we have to drop down into. Something bad is going to happen. Let's have a little sip of our water before we dive in. Things spawning in and a suspicious wall moving over there. I think that is slowly raising up maybe a switch that we're going to need to press. Or just the way out of here. indiscriminate murder. Is it murder when you're killing demons, or is that just, you know, like a public service? Crap, I've changed weapon because I was like, well, if this is just going to be imps, I don't want to waste too many shotgun shells on them. And then another bony boy came up. Demons have rights too. That's what people call them, the bony boys. I will be taking no further questions. Might as well grab the armor. Grab the armor and fall down. Brilliant. Good skills. A few health pickups. Okay, right. We've killed 123 out of 156 enemies, which makes me think we're probably closer to the end than we are the beginning. Brilliant. It's good news that some of those things are fighting each other. It's leading to it for a little bit. They're surprisingly quick, these like little lost soul guys. Oh, I didn't mean to get my pistol. That is that type of door usually indicates an exit. And there's a little drop down. I suspect this might be where they introduce one of the new enemies, which is like a boss thing. Yeah, I think this is a boss encounter. Yeah, these guys who like fire out flames that like, yeah, the flames like stay in the world for a bit, which is kind of cool, but also slightly annoying. Most of these enemies are more interested in Archie Archvile. Oh crap, I really should have kept more rockets, and I'm gonna die. Just want to deal with that Archvile. Oh, he's dead. I think he burned. I think the Archvile got burned alive by one of those guys. That's good. So yeah, the good thing with these things is they're not that strong. Like, they can do quite a lot of damage if you get caught in their flames, but they aren't actually that hard to put down. I'm in danger. But yeah, tactically, we probably should have kept hold of a few more rockets for this fight. There we go. 149 out of 156 kills. So there's obviously some enemies we've missed, but I'll take that. I'll take that as a win. But yeah, that's a fun little fight there. But yeah, it's always a bit of a dick move when they 31 minutes they spawn an Archvile into a fight like that. But you know, gotta love it. Gotta love it as well. Time for a crate maze. You can't have a Doom episode without a crate maze. I do love the soundtrack that they made for this. A lot of shotguns over there. Remembering this map now. I seem to recall getting quite lost at one point in this map, but we'll see how we get on. Also made the mistake of just like wildly running around. It's not necessarily the best tactic. It's kind of the more you run around, the more like enemies you wake up. Isn't always a good idea. It's rarely a good idea. I don't want to deal with all of these imps taking pot shots at me. Can't run over there. I can get up there, but I don't think you get to go up there until a bit later. Take them both out with one shot. Yeah, they love that, like, open a closet, enemies come out, and then one of them teleports, and you're like, okay, well, where's that one gone now? Amazing. 666 on the donations, love it. Thank you very much for all donations coming in. But yeah, kind of almost ashamed to push it from that number now. I'm assuming at some point we get the flamethrower in this map, because that is what that ammo is for on the floor. Oh, why did I pick the rad suit up? Should have saved that until I knew I actually needed it. Ah, thank you very much for that donation. Much appreciated. Right. Okay, that lowers that down. And then does it come back up again? It does. So we've got to be quick. Let's fry this up in case there was anything up here. Right, I think all of this... there is still some... Where did you come from? It's crazy how the Barons of Hell, like... are they the episode 1 boss in the original Doom? And yeah, quite difficult to put down, but come, you know, when Doom 2 rolls around and you've got the super shotgun, they become, you know, they're still dangerous, but just amazing how quickly you can put them down with the super shotgun. Right, so we've got a red key now, so we can go in that door. We need a blue key to open that bit. Okay. Let's do a cheeky save. Okay. That's a nice door to open. Again, I'm not really doing my enemy prioritization very well here. I should be trying to take out those chain gunners, but didn't have a particularly clear shot on them. Wonder whether we should try and take these guys out from down here. SimCity 2000 has got a really good soundtrack, and it's also, yeah, like, it is quite a surprising soundtrack. But yeah, you're right. I see what you're saying there. Right. Oh, Arachnotron, brilliant. Take him out whilst we've got the opportunity. Brilliant. Teleporter madness. Oh! Thought I dodged behind that pillar, but dodged too far. Yeah, it's the name does trick you a bit, doesn't it? But I played so much SimCity 2000 back in the day. Never really got much into like city builders after that. Played a little bit of SimCity 3000, but yeah, 2000 was my jam. Okay, I guess I have to go this way. I know a lot of people like, was it Cities Skylines? Is that what it's called? The sort of, I say modern city builder, but it's more modern than SimCity 2000. But yeah, I've never gone in for that. Alright, let's try and deal with some of these guys out here. Where'd that imp shot come from? Over there. Oh, there's a fiery boy over there as well. Right, there's 2 cacos dealt with. Okay, he can kill that cacodemon for me. Is that just opening that? Yes, that's fine. Got the blue key card. I think gets us through here, which is into the courtyard of Doom. Oh yeah, these, like, they're not arachnotrons like you get in normal Doom 2. They're like mini spider masterminds, so they've got chain guns rather than plasma rifles. I think again is like a bit of a reuse of early assets, and I think originally in Doom 2 the arachnotrons were just shrunken down spider masterminds. Have I got any rockets? I have got some rockets. I could try and take some of these guys out from a distance. Need to watch out for his flames, although he has helpfully killed that imp for me, so thank you very much, Mr. Demon. Do you want to kill this guy as well? He's seen the error of his ways now. Actually, right, there is only one of them up there, so maybe I just shotgun him. There we go. Free flamethrower. We won't use it just yet. Crap. We've been dicked over by Doom's infinitely high monsters there. I was trying to run off that ledge, and I couldn't run off it because there were monsters below the ledge. Yeah, that's unfair. Screw you, Doom. How is he not dead? Like 4 super shotgun blasts. Yeah, there is a little bit of that. Uh-oh. Right, let's go back to our trusty rocket launcher. He dead? I think he's dead. Right, let's... Uh-oh. Eat my flames. But yeah, there's definitely a balance to be found between like how complicated and sort of like overlapping or like interlinking you can make your areas in a Doom map, but also still keeping it readable and playable and not frustrating, and like how much detail you should add, because like things like these little pillars on the outside of this building look cool, but then it's like another thing, like when you're running along you get like snagged on it, and it's like, is that extra little bit of visual flourish worth the gameplay frustration of potentially getting caught on something? It's 2 of them. Yeah, get good. That is basically what it comes down to. There's no pets here to blame things on as well. I was blaming my prey deaths on pets last night. Oh, that was a huge chunk off my health there. Right. And another huge chunk off my health. Just wondering whether it was worth trying to go back and find some health pickups, but there's an incubus somewhere as well. Hide in the corner for a few seconds. Ammo for the flamethrower. I should probably be using more, making more use of the flamethrower, given it is like the new weapon. Oh, these guys are annoying. Like, little Doom guy. We've got plasma rifles, and they're like very, very fast. Teleporter didn't seem to want to work for a second there. That was worrying. I thought it was trapped. Either a giant mutant wasp outside your window, or they're finally cutting the grass. Maybe it's a giant mutant wasp cutting the grass. Crap. Please leave me alone in my little hidey hole. Yeah, that was always a death wish standing there. Right, so that's him dealt with. Welcome to the demon hole. Right. Trying to work out what triggered that wall to open. Assuming it was walking over here. Right, either way, we survived that a little bit better this time. Picked up a key, and no demons have suddenly spawned. What is going on? love putting cacodemons low down so they creep up on you. If there's like anything behind here, it would seem not. Assuming this is just like a shortcut back. Oh, there's more of those guys. Hi. More of these guys. Some texture alignment issues there. Shocking. These are professional people. Amateur hour, exactly. Oops. I don't know how good flames are against them. Quite effective, it would seem. Curious, like if the exit already opened with pressing one of those buttons, then what's the point of the other button? Right, I just want to go back because there was clearly something else down here. Where does this lead? Oh, okay, no, this just leads back to the early area. There isn't more down there. That's fine. I've got one shotgun shell left. I just spotted that. Just check if there's any shells around here. No. Whee! Descending Inferno. Oh, 97% kills. Still not doing great on the secrets, 25%. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah. My time is very high. There's no way these par times are correct. No one's finishing that level in 2 minutes. Like, that's madness. Reaping Hate. Brilliant. Lovely name for a level. Ow. Where did that imp fireball come from? I do quite like these guys go down in one one shot from the shotgun. Makes them slightly less annoying than normal Lost Souls. I love that teleporting trick. Ow! Oh, 1 health, brilliant. How long can we survive on 1 health? 1 is more than 0. Welcome back, Falsey. But yeah, 1 is definitely better than 0. Although I suspect it will not keep us alive for very long. Especially as, like, to get out of here, do I need to drop down? In which case that is a pain floor, which means I'm probably screwed. Unless I can make it over there quickly enough. Yes, I can. I mean, I'm still probably going to get killed by something, but yes. Yeah, the textures are not necessarily... Oh, I didn't save at the start of the level, did I? And you start levels with... Yeah, pistol start. But yeah, the textures aren't necessarily compression friendly. Right, let's save it, because I don't want to lose all my weapons. I'm not the kind of masochist that does pistol starts and all of these things. Yeah, fire blue. Fire blue is just a war crime of a texture. Snipers only. Let's get the fists out. Oh, you can't. It won't let me switch back. I'm sure you used to be able to switch back to the fists even when you had picked up the chain gun. Isn't right. Yeah, the music's so good. Like, they do a great job of creating. I think like most of the music in this is made by like one of the level designers as well. I can't remember what his name is. I think if you like get the item that shows you the whole map, most of the maps have like the signature of the creator on them. The Fire Blue Ranger. Love it. Right. Oh, brilliant. Again, never run forwards unless you absolutely have to. John Romero's sigil has taught me that you should shoot those eyes, but I don't think that's the order of the day here. I'm going to explore down here a little bit whilst I've got radiation suit on. Doesn't seem to be too much of interest. Right, I'm guessing I need to follow this conveyor belt now. Oh yeah, I've seen people doing those runs. Yeah, not the kind of thing I'll be rushing to do myself, but I bet it is quite fun. Good dodging there. I think I got hit by all of those projectiles. Yeah, the Berserk is really handy, but it's still so easy to get cornered and outnumbered when you're just using the fist. That is a lift. Brilliant. Here, plasma fire. I'm slightly worried about where it's coming from. Oh, right in the back. 3% health. 0% health. Let's try that again, shall we? Doom 2 multiplayer all the way, Jasm. Living the dream. Yeah. Like, we will have maps. We will have maps. They might not be perfectly polished, but they will exist. Nice, do a cheeky save there. Okay, those guys have not woken up. Interesting. Right, let's just be really cheesy and see if we can lure these guys in here to deal with them rather than taking the fight out to them, which is obviously, this is what Doom Guy loves to do. Less rip and tear, more hide and seek. Yeah, that was my aim, was to add it to the the existing one. Plus, then we've got like an even bigger set of levels to play through. Yeah. That was my plan. If I ever managed to finish my level. Right, let's shotgun these guys up here. Oh yeah, it's oh crap! Stop standing still in the middle of danger talking to chat. But yeah, it is very easy. Like Cheek says, you just need to search for GRcade in the like mod browser. I'm assuming there is still only one thing and nobody else has called their map something to do with GRcade. Yeah, so no like special ports or anything. Yeah, as long as you got this most recent 2024 release of Doom, which is on, everything, you're all good. Only sad thing is Nintendo don't let you download custom-made stuff, so it's PC, Xbox, and PlayStation only. PC supremacy, of course. I was like, I don't know what this switch has done. It's opened up the door behind me with lots of lovely enemies inside. Ah! GR level's too hard to switch. Yeah, that's it. They were going to allow it until they saw just how good our stuff was. Right. Something has got to happen when we run off the edge of this. No, nothing did happen. Oh. Just missed the yellow key. That was a bit stupid of me, wasn't it? Let me try that again. I do think that's like... Come through here. Are you naturally going to look right to pick that up? I don't know. I think that could be signposted better. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. The amount of... Not just slop, but the amount of, like, legitimately dodgy stuff that is on the eShop. Always a slight sign of maybe your... level is not as bloody hell, stop getting hit by things. It's not as well thought through as it could be when you have to put like an arrow on the floor. Right, just lost about half my health whilst standing around chatting. Right, so that got me a yellow key. Where the hell do I actually use the yellow key? Not in there. You leave Sandy Peterson alone. He was working with very... I don't think I saved for quite a long time. He was working with very limited tools. I know I did save here. Brilliant. But yeah, that downtown, it's downtown, isn't it, with the like massive arrow on the floor? It's like, yeah, that is a bit rubbish. Right. Bloody plasma rifles, man. Just absolutely tear through you. So you might need to like refresh the download later, so because we're going to update it with the version that's in there at the moment has got like our first set of levels, which we made last year. I think it was last year. But yeah, it's going to get updated with some new maps. I think it automatically updates anyway, but worth checking. The rest of the... yeah. I'm not sure I'd want to call John Romero and John Carmack et al. Limited tools, but kind of feel like I want to... Where the hell did he come from? I was literally about to save as well, which is probably a good idea that I didn't save, because I would have saved like milliseconds before getting plasma rifled in the back. Right, come on, let's rocket these guys. Maybe that is the way to do things. Oh, son of a... I do like the way their heads pop off when they die. Could really do with some health. Need more of these plasma dudes. Thought there was going to be an enemy behind that, though. There was not. Now there is. Ow. Oh, again. Break. Temporarily back up to 100% health. Felt so good. Plasma boy back again. Kako squad. Level making isn't your bag. Cool that Neverwinter Nights included the full tool set. Yeah, I do like it when devs include tools for stuff. Like, I know there's loads of reasons why they don't in many cases, but it feels like, I was clearly behind the wall there. Ah, Cyber Demon. Love it. If I don't shoot, he won't wake up. I am going to reload just because then we're going to get through that final encounter on the 3% health I'd stupidly left myself on. So let's tackle these guys a bit more competently. Bollocks. Point blank range and I'm missing. Yeah. It is tricky at first when you're like, you're starting, and it's converting your ideas into reality is tricky at first, but I do think it doesn't take long before you get to a point where you can very quickly create stuff in Doom. Oh, bollocks. Stop reading chat. Or at least stop reading chat when you know you're being fired at. But yeah, I would just wish more devs would release tools for their games. Even if like I say, I understand there's a lot of reasons why it's easier and safer and quicker not to. But, a huge part of why Doom is still such a talked about and iconic game is how it was taken, created in such a way that made it so easy to expand, and the community is still doing that 30 odd years later. Right, I'm doing a bit of infighting, so I'm assuming Mancubus is going to win that fight. Yeah. We'll mop up these guys. Right, I'll do a cheeky save at that point. Oh, brilliant. The Cacodemon is trying to take on the Cyber Demon. Yeah, that was never going to end well. Right. We'll just save. I think he's quite susceptible to this. Because this is very good at, stun locking things. So he can't. It's very hard for him to, fight back. 3. Take that. Cyber Demon. Let's pick up some of these things before we go and press the switch. Let's see what this switch does, eh? Okay. That switch clearly done something somewhere else, so let's go explore. Yeah, even little things like that, it let you just kind of modify the names of players in football games, or create your own team. Yeah, anything like that. Just a little bit of customization goes a long way. But yeah, you're right, Cheeky. It is end of the day. You bring the map up in this. That is how you make these maps. You just draw. You are just drawing out these shapes. You draw a shape. You tell it what textures you want on the walls of that shape. You tell it how high the ceiling is, how low the floor is, and then kind of, you know, how bright you want the room to be, and it's kind of done. Like, there's loads you can do to make it more complex and detailed, but yeah, the base tools to get you to something playable, is very. It's like a low barrier of entry kind of thing. I feel like I could go in there. But right, now we have a blue key. Exciting. Yeah, Quake is, like you say, it's not that hard. But yeah, I think ultimately you are right. Also, to make like something truly great, you do need to understand kind of like, flow of encounters and kind of how to use the enemies and when, and kind of how to funnel the player and guide the player in the right way. Like, all of that matters, but that's not to say like you can't. You can learn that stuff, and nobody's first map is going to be like the greatest thing ever. Like, making something good is better than kind of not making anything at all because you're scared of not making something perfect, kind of thing. I want to go down here, but I'm not sure if it's actually worth it. But yeah, like, there is a very, very varied enemy set in Doom, and there's a few things just like, it doesn't take long to learn, like, okay, well, these cluster of different enemies work well together. Kind of like, oh, this is a good way to like guide the player, or that really wasn't worth going down there. Right, so we've got a blue key now. Is there a blue key door? There's a red key door. I feel like we have gone past a blue key door. I've just forgotten where it was. Oh yeah, it was this switch up here. There we go. Switch for a switch. To raise a bridge. Right. Clearly something bad's going to happen when I cross this bridge. It's given me lots of rockets, so we'll take the hint and we'll get the rocket launcher out. Ah, we didn't want the rocket launcher there. Let's reload that. It was a trap. Rocket launcher was a terrible idea. Trying to keep half an eye on the time. Don't want to cut into Eleanor's chest time. Let me know if we are getting too close to midday. Right in the face. Oof, that hurt. I feel like there's someone else firing at me that I'm not aware of, but... Crap. I had a feeling this middle area is going to open up. There'll be lots of bad things pouring out. Lovely, like, I don't know, hellmouth things there. Stop these guys from taking little pot shots at me. Brilliant, they're both having a go at him now. And all that time he was still, I think, too busy trying to shoot at me and defend himself from the two Hell Knights. Okay. Let's go press the ominous looking switch. Take that. I think this flamethrower might be a little bit OP. Oh crap. Mancubi everywhere. Yeah, Spider Mastermind, it can really hurt you with its like super chain gun thing, but it's also very slow, like quite easy to move around and not that hard to stun lock. Get out of my face. Oh no, didn't realise there were pain elementals around as well. Whoops. Given us all of these rockets, so I feel like I should probably use some more of them. Oh, I'm down to my last 5 shotgun shells. I'm sure we'll be fine. Let's use our chain gun. I haven't even got much chain gun ammo either. Okay, well we'll stick with the rockets then. I mean that has opened these, yeah. The hell kind of UAC facility is this place? Right, so now we have the red key. So hooray! Creeping hate. Creeps no more. Oh, 100% kills. It's been a while since we had that. 0% secrets. Wow. Well, that's disappointing. "23 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, now. I remember. I'm not sure if this is the one, but there's a level I really didn't enjoy, and it might be this one. Either way, we shall find out. Yeah, exactly. I think those par times are not real. They're not like properly set up. Yes, this is the level I really didn't enjoy. It's like really cool design, and it uses the sky from PS1 Doom, which is a nice touch. Like, there's a lot to like about this level in terms of how it looks and how intricately put together it all is. But the actual act of playing it, I did not necessarily enjoy as much as I would have liked. crap. Yeah, I'm dead. The trouble with that flamethrower is it's very easy to like hurt yourself. The wall looks like a Tool album cover. It does a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, it's hard to see from here, but yeah, it's quite like a big open area with like lots of different sections to it. And it's like, yeah, a lot of work has gone into this. Yeah, the Flaming Sky is taken out of, like I say, PS1 and Saturn Doom use that sky. But it's, yeah, it's good to see it here. But yeah, a lot of effort has been made a lot of effort has gone into making this level. But yeah, I didn't enjoy it as much as some of the others. Yeah, hell on earth. The skies in Doom 2 are not great. Like, I much prefer the Doom 1 skies. Oh, reload, so I've actually got my weapons. But yeah, I don't think we're finishing this level before Elena goes live for... Or Elena, sorry, I'm never sure I've nailed the pronunciation of that one, apologies. But yeah, I'm not sure we're finishing this level before she goes live for chess, so we'll see how we get on. Let's save it at this point so we'd have to repeat this beginning over and over again. Right, what do we think is the best way to deal with all of these mini spider masterminds that come out? Probably isn't the super shotgun. Interesting. Looks like they can infight. I didn't realise they could infight. That is quite good to know. Log that piece of information in the old memory bank. So nice bit of like Doom cute there, the design of this, obviously some kind of like transmitter. See what's around here. Like, I wonder what that noise is. Oh, it's loads of things behind me. Really need to get more ammo for things other than the flamethrower. Okay. I have got flamethrower ammo and I have got rockets, and that is all I have got. End up burning yourself. Yeah, it's this kind of thing that I just found slightly annoying about this map. It's like, well, I can't really kill that guy. I could try and rocket him from down here, but it's not really built for that. And then these pricks just keep appearing from who knows where. The only gun I've got is a flamethrower, which isn't good for, like, dealing with these kind of guys. Like, just got plasma blasted out of nowhere. Yeah, like I say, I'm not a huge fan of this level. A clip of some comedian discussing the invention of the flamethrower. Okay, I've got this fire over here, but I really need it to be over there. If only I had a device that could throw the fire over there. I mean, yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it, when you think about how some of these things get invented. Alright, I'm going to go with the speed approach. Oh, this is quite cool, like Escher style area where it's like walls and ceilings and things. They do, yeah, like putting a teleporter on there to make it look like, yeah, the floor's going. Yeah, quite cool. American German scientists nodding. You always want to worry when that combination is involved. Come on, die. It's been dealt with. Coming up here got me the blue key. Question is, what do I do with the blue key? Where do I go from here that isn't going to kill me? Because that floor is going to hurt me. Right, this is where I was just now, so this is not very helpful. Where the hell did you come from? I feel like I'm missing something obvious about how I'm supposed to get out of here. Can I teleport through that? Yes, I can. Oh, that's cool. Al Murray. Not watched any Al Murray stuff for a long time. Just got absolutely pelted in the back. No point coming up here until I had the yellow key. That would have been nice to know before. Need a red key to get through there. Ow, what is hitting me? Leave me alone. Yeah, some prick with a plasma rifle is shooting at me from miles away. could really do with a radiation suit. Fuck's sake. Dead. Not sure what that switch has done, but things are not going well. Okay, so maybe I need to press all of these switches. Oh, bugger off. Trouble is, yeah, you end up with so little ammo for anything else that you end up using this flamethrower all the time, and the flamethrower is no good in close quarters. I'm gonna die. Ooh. It's very close to dying. Bloody screaming heads everywhere. Okay, that doesn't lead anywhere. Oh, okay. So I've still only got a blue key, and I still don't really know where to go. Right. Who is firing at me now? That prick up there. Oh, bollocks. Well, I'm dead. The hell, there's hundreds of these things. Sod off. How are there still so many of those floating heads everywhere? And these bricks are in the way, so I can't run up there. I did say I didn't think we were going to finish this level anytime soon, and I was right. And I've used up most of the health back here. fuck's sake. Yeah. I just don't find the design of this very enjoyable to play. Like, making those walkways so narrow, like half the time you can't get through there because those guys are in the way. You've only really given ammo for a weapon which is terrible at close quarters because it damages you as well. Then they put blocking objects like these dead corpses in the way. It's a recipe for disaster, in my opinion. Stop falling down would help as well. Oh, at least I'm somewhere different. There's clearly some like teleporting shenanigans going on here. Don't quite know what it's achieved by me coming over here. So press the switch, which is like raised a section of this bridge. And I think the whole point is you need to raise all of it, but do I just need to run back over there now? Brilliant, more of these guys. I have not played Wolf 3D on the Jag. I hear it's supposed to be a very good port, I think. Well, the 3DO one I think was surprisingly good. Like, that's where, yeah, again, the like targeting in Doom is so annoying because that enemy was below me, so it was trying to fire down. Firing down with the flamethrower just creates flames right at your feet. Either way, it is now midday, so I think we are going to swap over for some chess. Has she got started yet? Let's have a look. Yeah, he played it. Oh, okay, an unofficial port to Atari Falcon. What's the Atari Falcon? Is that like a Jaguar? Jaguar like remake or something. But yeah, either way, thanks for joining for some Doom. We will be back after some chess. If there's still any energy left in me to try and finish this level. Okay, I didn't realize it did anything. Atari did anything after the Jaguar. But yes, we will raid now. Let me just make sure I'm putting the name in right. But yeah, thank you for joining, and yeah, see people later, hopefully. But yeah, let's go and raid. Days. Cheers all.